Oh, hey, pals. I'm back. I thought I would just lounge out and look real super chill, but I look like a dork, right? This is not a way to start a video. Let's sit back up nice and properly. Oh, there we go. Hey! Welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming back to watch these daily vlogs, which I've never done before, but I'm giving it a whirl. My name is Kelsie Huff. Great to sort of meet you on the internet. You're a total stranger, but thanks for coming here and checking out this video. So we're talking about lately, like especially this week, like creative processes, because I keep getting these tweets, Facebookings, all of these things, asking questions about writing. And the question I got that I kind of want to talk about today was writing about your family. Dun, 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 dun. So here's a little bit of my background. So I do stand up here in Chicago, and I also have done storytelling. So I've done one-person shows because I love to talk about myself for long periods of time. And they have included my family. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it gets tricky. You know, I wrote a whole show about my dad. He happened to be dead, so he couldn't fight back. I love that joke. I'm sure the internet's gonna hate it. But I did write a show about him, and some of my family were really into it, and some of my family members were absolutely not into it. So I guess what I tell my storytelling classes is like, write it out first. Maybe you don't want to bring it out in the public arena just yet. You can also ask your family if you feel comfortable. You can have them read it. You can change the names, of course, whatever you want to do. But I think it's your story. I mean, you're a part of your family, so there's some story that you want to tell. I say go for it. And navigate the issues that may come after you write the thing. But I think a lot of people think, like, I don't want to talk about my family. They're going to be upset or whatever, so I'm not going to write it at all. Write it. You know, who knows what will happen with it, but don't let that stop you from getting that story down on the page. You can also, of course, do what a lot of people do, and you can write, you know, a sort of fictionalized version of your family. And sometimes your family won't even know. They're like, oh, that's not me. That person's too crazy to be me. And you're like, it's totally you. But as far as stand-up and like live lit or solo performance, most people really want it to be truthful, right? So fictionalizing something is a little, you know, a little squiffy when it comes to that. So I always tell my folks just to write it. People in my class, just to write it first and see what happens. Sometimes you'll be surprised how supportive your family actually is. And if they're not, don't invite them to the show and don't put it on YouTube. But my mom has found YouTube, by the way. So, hi Mom, I see you, I see you. And for those of you who ever watched my stand-up, you know how it went with Facebook with my mom. So, we'll see how this goes. I see you, Mom. I love you, Mom. Oh, please watch out in the comment section. It's all just going to be my mom now. How? Oh gosh, I have to dye my hair. Okay. So, I hope that answers your question. Go for it. If you have more questions about... I probably should address the fact that some of my family members were not pleased with the first solo show I did. A lot of the people who weren't pleased also didn't come. So they kind of heard through the grapevine what the show was, but they actually didn't see what it was. They also never talked to me about it. It's just kind of one of those things that they're kind of, I'm assuming, irritated about, but never actually had a conversation. And the first show that I did was about my dad, who happened to be an alcoholic, and I was still the bad guy in that thing, though. I don't understand. If they would have seen it, they would have realized that I was really the jerk in it. But I did tell a lot of, like, family truths, like things about abuse and, like, just things that I don't think wanted to see him in that light or whatever. And I would really like to have that conversation with them eventually. So here's another thing that I just thought of right now. Maybe writing stories about your family is a good way to have an actual conversation with them, even if you don't, you know, put them up in public. There's this idea of, like, don't air your dirty laundry. You know, that's what I think a lot of my family were angry about. Like, how dare you air your dirty laundry? I'm like, one, that's how you air laundry in public. I never understand that phrase. I don't understand it. Now I'm getting all mad about it. Where else are you going to put your dirty laundry? You shake it out in public. You don't stuff it under a bed or in a closet because then it gets moldy and gross and fungusy. So I hate that phrase. I'm going off topic. But I wish, you know, that they would have talked to me about it because I think they actually maybe would have liked the show. It was kind of funny. Other people liked it. And we could have had like a conversation about it. So My overall thing is, if you have a story you want to write about your family, I'd say start. Write it. And then, maybe bring it to a writing workshop or bring it to a group. Or if you think it's too personal, maybe share it with your family and see what they think about it. If your family is maybe not super supportive of what you do, I would say maybe hold on to it a little until you hone the story. I never want to make like new artists or new people writing. Sometimes you have to like protect your work a little bit. Like this is definitely the artist way talking through me. Like, sometimes you don't want to show your new budding things to other people because they crush it and they kind of crush your spirits early. So you know your family more than I do. Write your thing. Figure out in the process how involved you want them to be. And if you think they'll be upset or you think they'll stop you from doing it, change their names and make it fictional. Keep creating. Just creep? No. Just keep being you. I hope this helped a little. Let me know if you have other questions in the comments below or any positive experience you've had when you've written something very personal, like a personal essay about your family, and they turned out to really love it or really hate it. Share those too. Hope this helps. You guys have a great day. Go out there in the world, make it awesome. Bye.